Peace, y'all. So majority of people go to the store to buy food. I'm not too different than most of you. However, the majority of food that you're gonna find in my cart is gonna be something that I can grow in my garden. So 2 months ago, I planted out this ginger in this wicking bed. Something like that. It's gonna kind of... Bottom line, y'all, I can't think of a better place to actually grow ginger. Ever since the weather started heating up, of course, my ginger has really started to take off. It's against my west-facing wall. It gets the early morning sun. When it gets really, really hot, like around 4 or 5 o'clock, well, then the sun is now on the other side of this tree. It's just kind of keeping it warm. The perfect kind of condition for ginger. In this area, y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit more humid. No, at the moment, it's not looking like much, but man, this bed is about to go off. There's new pieces just popping up all over the place. Should have mounds of ginger here before long. Some of the ginger I was kind of experimenting with just to see if it would actually go. Some more ginger in this area right here. Yeah, this. Actually not surprised to find some rotted out ones. Wow, here's some more. Right now, I'm kind of just seeing what I need to replace, but it doesn't look like I need to replace a lot. It looks like the last round is taking off really well. There's some more. And there's some more. Pretty soon, the majority of them will look like this. I keep my ginger fairly moist, but not really too moist. You guys can see. It's kind of like the consistency, once again, of a moist chocolate cake. It's kind of the only thing I look for when it comes to these wicking beds. But as you can see, they do a really good job for a really long time if you put them in the right area. Oh, there's another piece though. Up front, I have a bunch of ginger growing just in direct soil. So I planted this ginger out right about a week ago, believe it or not. And it is starting to pop out. This whole strip is planted with ginger. I also plan on planting out a lot more ginger amongst my taro as well as sugarcane. All this over here, y'all, is full of... kind of have to be careful where I step because I have sugarcane popping up over here as well as taro. This looks awesome, man. All right, y'all, so a couple months back, I actually picked up this taro. Wanted to plant because I love taro fries. And I'm very excited about doing different things like different desserts and stuff with taro. So I wanted to plant a lot of it for myself. Also wanted to play around with seeing if it would actually be a decent house plant. So what I did was grab a couple pots and planted them up. So this taro, y'all, I started in the greenhouse and then I transferred it outside. Put it over here by this taro. They're about the same. These guys have only seen outside. Here are the ones that I grew indoors. This dude right here, you can see they got extremely lanky and this guy looks like it's not alive anymore. I don't know what happened. It literally just kind of fell over and it sounds like it rotted out. Yeah, it sounds like it rotted out. So this one's not looking too good. However, there's one more. And this one's lanky as well. I think what I'm gonna do is throw that one in the trash. I will leave this one outside just for giggles, see exactly what's gonna happen. Otis's powerful tail killed the last one inside because it was way too lanky as well. So we'll put it right here. Believe it or not, y'all, I got all this growth just in 2 months, man. This taro's really doing well. Just in 2 months, we got all that growth. At least out of the ones that we kept outdoors. Dude, look at how thick, the freaking stem on this guy got though, dude. That's crazy. I mean, it's way thicker than this one, so I do see a noticeable difference. I guess I should take this dead leaf off. So you definitely can see a noticeable difference between the one that's in ground versus the one that's in the pot. But as you can see, taro is doing beautifully in a pot. If I were going to try growing them indoors again, I would definitely keep them in a way better lit spot. I just thought being in the Calicasia family, it may not require as much. These other ones, they've been out here, I guess maybe closer to a month then, but they came in after these guys. So I got some coming in here. I mean, it's coming in really well. It's coming on all over the place, y'all. Hey, man, that store-bought taro is digging zone 9. That one looks like it has 2 coming out of it. Hell yeah. Look at this stuff, man. This is dope. It's actually planted on the west side of the garden as well. Much like the ginger, y'all, I'm keeping my taro under somewhat of a canopy to where it's not getting, all the sun. So as I look around my garden, y'all, there's a couple other plants that I started that I bought from the store or from the farmer's market. So this one right here is not a tropical by any means. However, these are potatoes, but these are potatoes that I got from the farmer's market. And dude, these things are growing dope. They're growing so great. These right here, y'all, are kombucha squash that I picked up from the farmer's market. After I got done eating it, I just saved the seeds and just tossed them all out. Got all those there too. Sugarcane, out of all of them, has been the one that I've been wanting to grow the most around here. This whole area is planted out with sugarcane. So got some more over here. Look, oh man, yeah, here's some more coming up. I've been coming out here almost every single day, y'all, looking for signs of sugarcane life. Here's another one that's popped up. Nice, y'all. The sugarcane, much like all the other ones, y'all, I planted 2 months ago as well. Along this area right here, I just threw directly into the ground. That's why I've been coming out here looking for it. Got some more growing here, some more growing there. Now you understand why I have to be careful where I step, man. This stuff is just kind of coming up back here. However, with that being said, all the sugarcane that's growing along the fence line there inside the nasturtium, I actually started that and then planted it out, which I think from here on out is going to be the way I am going to do sugarcane. It's just so much easier in terms of being able to spot it. I'm in a really small plot, y'all, so my walk spaces are relatively small already as it is. And so when I plant things that I can't see, it makes it that much harder, and I don't want to damage anything, which I've already done a couple times with the sugarcane. There's tons of new growth coming on this side as well. Got more here. Look at this stuff, man. I think this is the one I stepped on. The main reason I planted this sugarcane right here along this fence line was to act more so as a windbreak against our prevailing winds. All of our winds are southern blowing. It's right in line with my stone fruit. And unfortunately, this year the wind took out all my fruit. I only got one damn plum that I think I'm gonna pick right now, just to be on the safe side, because I don't want any birds to get it. I mean, that's the only plum I actually got. And the thing that sucks about that is that all these trees, y'all, were loaded with flowers. This one has been my problem child for years. It never gets flowers. This year, it had tons of flowers. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited, and then they all got blown off due to a windstorm, which always comes after just these random heat waves we'll get every once in a while around here. I figured if I put up a wall of sugarcane, I might get some stone fruit next year. If not, we'll just be harvesting out more sugarcane, so that's cool. Looks like grass. I mean, that's what it is, you know. Stay tuned, y'all. I'll be doing my best to get some sugarcane out to you guys pretty soon. All right, y'all, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and consider this my 2-month update. Things are coming in very well. I'm very pleased with how everything is looking, things I'm learning. Anyway, I hope this video shows you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a garden. Next time you go to the grocery store, y'all, buy a couple extra of your favorite things. Buy 2 bags of garlic as opposed to 1. You know, extra couple bags of ginger as opposed to just the 1. Go ahead and plant them out and you'll have it for the rest of your life. Peace.